Hi devs, welcome back to another part. Um, so, in the last part, just to recap, we've um, basically done the base of our application design. Now we're kind of going into specifics. There's one or two things that I changed whilst I was away. I put, I'm not sure if this was there actually, but I've changed the look of the buttons slightly. I removed the button color. Made it transparent, if you can see. I've just basically put no brush, and the same for the border brush. That's because I just kind of want it all to. I want it to be a fluent design. But okay, so if we give this a run, you'll see when we hover over these buttons, we've got this horrible blue color, which I really don't like. So our first thing is we're going to sort that out. Just going to have a look at my notes. So the first thing we need to do is just select any button on our form that we've created. Right click it, then go down to edit template and then edit a copy. We're going to choose apply to all, and then we're going to click application. It's going to create a button style, and it's going to be our default one rather than a specific one. And sorry, got a text message. It's going to be a default one, so it's going to be applied to every button that we create, and it just gets rid of that horrible blue background. So click OK. You'll see that it's opened a tab. We don't want that, so we can close that. If we go into our app.xaml, let's separate this a little bit better. Get rid of that visual tree, and we don't need this for now. We just need to change these colors, and just to save time, I've actually gone ahead and did this before, so I'm just going to copy and paste it. If you want to use the same colors, just pause it and just copy. Let's move it in a bit. So that's what our button colors are going to be. Just save that, go back to our main page, and I'll just give it another run so you can see what the effect is. So now when we hover over that button, you'll see that it now looks a bit more like what our application looks like, rather than having it just a random blue color. I also, on the buttons, added the cursor hand. So when we hover over, you'll see the little point, the little hand pointing. That's been added to it as well. Okay, so now we want to do something similar for the list box. We want to create a style for our list box items. So let's just make a temporary list box item. List box item. We don't really need to do anything with it. Just hover over it on here, right click it, and then go to edit template, and then edit a copy. And this one we're going to name. So we'll keep it on this, and we'll name it credential list item. And then again, we're going to put that in our application. Click OK, close the tab, and then if we come over here, we can close this. Oh, there's our list box item. And these are the colors that it's going to be using. Let's close that. We don't need that for now. Again, I've already done these, so I'm just going to copy and paste them into here. Again, if you want to use the same colors as me, then just pause it, save that. And then we've not really done much. We've added, as you can see now though, on our list item, we've got a style dynamic resource and a credential list item that's using that style. But we're actually going to do one or two things in here actually. We'll use padding, and we'll do padding, so we'll do 10 5. Actually, no, we won't do that yet. We won't do anything with that yet. So we'll come over here. Do we need to right click on it again? We need to go down to edit additional templates, generate content, and then content template, create empty. We're going to call this credential list item content template, and then again application, okay, close the tab and then head over to here. And this is our data template. So we're going to do a few things. We'll do width, let's make it 200, height 40, and then we're going to add a couple of columns. We'll do grid, column definition, column definition, column definition. We'll do width 40 for the first one. And then we're going to add, we will be adding, in fact, let's just mark that. So we'll be putting image. We'll put a to do so we remember. And then we'll do name underneath here, and we'll do that now. So we'll do text block. We don't need a name, so we'll say text box text, and then we'll do binding credential name. So we'll do, this needs to go into the second one, so we'll do grid.column 1, vertical alignment center, margin 10 0 0 0, and just to test it, actually before we do that, we'll just put Facebook to see how that's looking. So that's looking all right. I think the text needs to just be a tiny bit bigger. So to do that, we can come over to here and we'll say font size 16. That's better. But I'm also going to do foreground white. I'll do white smoke. That's much better. Okay. So we've created that now. That's done. Apart from we do need to add an image, but there's a bit more to that, so I'm going to leave that for now. What we're going to do is just give it a test to see if it's working all right. So if we can come back to this list box, and we can actually delete that list box item now. So let's go into, let's click to select this, and then go to loaded. I already did one, so I'm gonna remove that and change that to that. So inside here, let's just do int test list item count equals 10. Then we will do a for loop. Int I equals 0, I is less than test count I++. So inside here we're going to create a list box item. I'll just call it LBI equals new list box item. We'll do LBI. In fact, let's create a couple of methods. So first we want to do a data template, and we'll call it get content template, and then this is going to take a string for X key. So we're going to return application dot current dot resources, and then we're going to, in fact, let's just do data template, and then we're just going to we're going to do X key, and the X key is this. So that's how we're going to get this one. So we'll do data template dt equals new data template, equals data get content template, and then that, and we're going to do another one for style. So style get resource style string X key, and then we'll return style application dot current dot get dot resources, and then X key, and then we'll do style. No, then we'll do listbox item dot style equals get resource style, and then we can pass through the name of the resource. This is for the list box, so it's going to be this. So that's the design sorted. Now we just want to actually add it to the list. So let's get a name of the list. Let's go X name equals list credential list. Credentials list, and then here we can do credentials list dot items dot add list box item complete. This is going to happen at loads when we load it. Let's Fingers crossed. Ah, okay. So we need to actually completely forgot to add the data template to the style to the list box item. So we need to say lbe.content template equals dt, and that should be why it wasn't working. Yeah, there you go. So it's added all them to it now. One thing I don't really like is this big scroll bar. You can keep it if you want, but I'm going to remove it just because I can see, I'm going to be able to tell whether it's scrolling or not anyway. And to do that, it's very simple. Just go to the list box and then go to scroll viewer dot vertical scroll bar visibility, and then I'm just going to put it to disable. But you won't be able to really tell much because of they're all named the same, but you can see that it's scrolling from the bottom here. And plus it just looks better. Okay. So that's the list box done just for now. There's got a lot more to do with that when we get to the programming bit. So now let's sort out the content page. I need a bit more room for this. So let's just make this a bit closer together. Okay. I'm just going to put credentials page. Let's do another grid. We're going to add this to our grid.column1. We'll do grid.row definition. Row definition. Oops. Row definition. The top one. Oops. We'll do. Oh, sorry, height, not width. Sorry. Height. Say 100. Should we do 50? I'll do 100. No, actually, no, we'll do 50. 40. Yeah, 40. So we'll first put a text block. Vertical alignment center, margin 20, 0. And then we'll say text, text, credentials title. Wow. Font size 20, color 4 color. Let's just go back to this. I think it's input foreground. input text. Yeah, we'll leave that as it is. So let's just have a quick look at this. So we've got a bit of a gap between this. I don't think that really matters though. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to stack them with a stack panel. So I'm going to make a stack panel. Orientation vertical grid.row1. I'll do margin 20, and then inside here I'll do a grid. Do height 40, grid, column definitions. So let's have a look. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Column definition, and column definition. And the trick with these is to only put a width on the buttons. So because it's 40 high, I'm going to do a 40 width, and then 40 width. Oops. 40 width. So we've got our 2 buttons at the end. In fact, no. I'll do that 10. Column definition, width 40. So we've got a bit of a gap between. We'll do another one. Column definition, width 10. Yeah, so we've got a little gap between them all. Okay. Our first thing we're going to create is a text box. We'll put that as a height of 30. We'll do input background. Input background, and the border will be input border brush. We'll give it a no, we don't need to add any text to that. Underneath that, we'll add 2 buttons. Grid dot column 2. Think what colour did we have this set to? 3A. I think it's the same colour as that actually. No, it's not. 3A. What's 3A? Input background. So what colour was the text box? Or maybe it is the same colour actually. Yeah, it is. That's okay. So we'll just change that background colour to input background. And we're going to change the size of the button to width 30, height 30. And the border is again going to be input border. copy, paste, put the through 4 actually, isn't it? And then do that. And then we've got our buttons. We're going to need, let's just select that again. We're going to add a view, box, image, source. This is going to be an edit button, I think. So let's add icons slash edit 16.png, width 16, height 16. Slightly different icon just because this one was built in to this application. So this next button is I'm just gonna copy that, paste it there, and this is just gonna be copy, and that looks alright. And we'll close that up. So I just need to now create another 3 of these. Let's just do that now. Copy it so I don't get confused. It's going to be quite a lot of code here, so we'll do button. Sorry, not button. Input text, username, input text, password, input text, link, input text, email. So at the moment, none of these have any margins below them, so I'm going to just put margin 0, 0, 0, 30. Yeah, so there's a big gap between them. I wasn't going to, but I will actually put a placeholder there just in case there's anything just done these. I thought you could have a placeholder. Oh. Oh, never mind then. That's fine. So we've got that. Now we just need to add one more thing at the top, and that is, if I can find it, image slash icon. And then we'll just put image, but before that actually, I'll put rectangle just so we can see. Height 30, no, height 40, width 40, height 40, width 40. Fill white. That's because I need to add that grid. We just need to get rid of the edit button, sorry, the copy button, and the text box, and then we can add the image width 40, height 40, just need to add the rectangle, width 40, height 40, fill white, horizontal alignment left, horizontal alignment left. So that's what it's going to look like. It's the reason why I put the rectangle there is because the image doesn't actually have anything if there's no source. So let's just give it a quick run. That's looking pretty decent. This you'll find that happens quite a lot when you click into it. The content's actually really weirdly positioned. So I'm going to click on that and say content, so be vertical content alignment center. I'm just going to copy that to all of them. And now we just need to add the little icons for the beginning of them. So at the moment, the text would run over the icons, so we just need to add a padding to the beginning of it. So I'm going to put a 30 pixel padding at the beginning. Copy. Save. So this one, we're just going to come down here, username icon, then we're just going to add an image, source, this is going to be did I not add them? Mustn't have added them. Okay, spare with me a moment. Okay, just added a couple more, or 3 more icons, we've got email, key, and user. So this first one, image source width 16, height 16. Icons slash user 16.png. Then we'll say horizontal alignment left, margin 10, 0, 0, 0. How's that looking? Yeah, that's alright, that. And then we can just copy these. Password icon, key, Why is that? Oh, it's underneath for some reason. Needs to be on top. There we go. So this is link link 16, and then the last one, email. Like that. Let's just run that, see how that's looking. As you can see, because we put that padding at the beginning, we're completely missing the icon. We'll just add a pointer like this one to these buttons. It's not massively important. I'll probably do that off screen. Okay, so that's the end of this part. Sorry, it kind of went on a little bit longer than I was expecting it to, but yeah. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment section. If you like the content, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next part. Bye for now.